Welcome back to the Earnings All Stars. This is the end of earnings season. And so I'm wrapping it up with a final video here. And this one's going to include some companies reporting this week, some reporting the week after Thanksgiving, because we're still getting a lot of retailers in there. And I wanted to cover a couple of the key ones that are reporting after Thanksgiving. Prior to Thanksgiving, we're getting a few as well, but I'm going to leave those for my Twitter and Blue Sky feeds and StockTwits, all the places I'm posting these charts. So be sure to check for my name on any of those social media sites, and you will find more charts on companies like Abercrombie and Fitch, which is reporting this week, as I mentioned, the week of Thanksgiving. So what are these stocks that you need to be watching at the end of earnings season here? What can we learn from some of these companies? Let's check out 5 companies. They're not all retailers, to see who is hot here at the end of earnings season. So the first stock is Dell. Yes, the Dell from the 1990s Dell. It's back and it has a very hot chart thanks to AI. Ticker is DELL. And as you can see, it just has that one miss there in 2022. So it's got an excellent earnings surprise track record. We had a bit of a sell-off in 2024, and you had a buying opportunity there. But then another beat last quarter, and shares are on the move. Will they test this all-time high here in 2024, or at least the 5-year high? We will see. But this is an interesting name. A lot of AI people are going to be watching it, and so will I. Then we're going to switch over to cybersecurity with CrowdStrike. This is an excellent earnings surprise chart. As you can see, no misses here. Ticker is CRWD for CrowdStrike. But this is interesting. It has a very similar chart as we just saw with Dell, at least here in 2024, with this big sell-off over the summer. And now the shares are on the move and maybe going to test this high. Can they get there? We will see. But this is one I'm going to be watching this week. Then we're going to switch over to another tech name, and it is Salesforce, ticker CRM. And look at this chart. No misses in the last 5 years. Very impressive, but Salesforce always has been. But look at these shares. They too sold off kind of in the middle of the year, but now busting out to new all-time highs. It's not cheap, and it hasn't been in a while, but you know what you're getting when you're buying Salesforce, and apparently the street wants to be in it once again. So this is going to be an interesting one. I'm going to be tuned in to watch this one. Then we're going to switch over to the retail side, and we have juggernaut Lululemon reporting, ticker LULU. This is going to be one of those coming after the Thanksgiving holiday. But this is an excellent track record as well. Just the one miss back in 2020, right when the pandemic started. And then otherwise, it's been a meet or a beat the entire time. However, here in 2024, you can see it's been challenging. Shares have really pulled back to multi-year lows here, but are now rallying again off those lows. So there's a lot of competition in the athleisure space now with companies like Athleta that apparently is starting to turn it around from its rough patch, and also other companies like Aloe and a few others. So is Lululemon still on top? They were having a little trouble with newness in their product. Have they fixed it in time for the holidays? Will they be promotional at all over the holidays? Historically, they haven't been, but that will be kind of a sign. Also, China is a sign as well, because it's been struggling in China, but is that about to turn around? There's a lot of questions with Lulu here and whether or not this rally will hold, but I own it in my own personal portfolio, so I'm going to be watching it next week. But that's Lululemon, ticker LULU. And then we're going to wrap it up with another retailer that I also still own in my own personal portfolio. It's been 10 years of ownership for me right now, and that is Ulta Beauty, ticker ULTA. And as you can see on the chart, it too has a very good earnings surprise track record. All the companies have that I've covered on this video, but it does have this rare miss last quarter, just 2.8%, but it's enough to keep the stock depressed here in 2024, underperforming the S&P 500 and, at multi-year lows here now back to 2021 levels. Will they turn that around? What is happening for its holiday season? Beauty has been a bit challenged. Is it still a challenge? These are all the questions that we don't know what these answers are going to be, but I'm going to be watching this one as well. I mean, just basically, I'm going to be watching all 5 of these companies this week and next week because, these are the big names to wrap up earnings season. So we all want to be tuning in. So as I said, these are top earnings charts going this week. Some are breaking out, some are lagging a bit, especially on the retail side, but these charts will give us some direction as we wrap up the year. What is the consumer looking like? What is tech and AI looking like? We already kind of know, right? We know the consumer is out there spending, but selectively. And we know AI is still red hot, as well as, just tech in general. But we'll still hear some good information from all 5 of these companies. So that's why I'm going to be tuning in. And then we're going to go quiet for a number of weeks until we're in 2025. And then we start the cycle all over again. So I'll be back in 2025 with some more earnings charts and, hopefully a new outlook from some of these companies. And we'll see where the next year takes us. But until then, check out all of my social media pages. I'm on Twitter, I'm on StockTwits, I'm on Blue Sky. Go to any of those sites to get more earnings charts as some of the fiscal year companies will be reporting a little bit later into December, like a Nike and a FedEx. But I'll be tweeting out all those charts. So you can get charts all the time if you're on my social media pages. So be sure to get them there. But for the videos, I'll be back next year with some more earnings charts.